It's funny because I see you clicking on the appreciation game thing, but I can't see the rest, so I'll ask you the appreciation game.
So we started.
Oh, welcome everyone. This is a short video explaining the commitment questions we've been getting regarding the appreciation game, which is launching tomorrow, Thursday. So yeah, we want to show how low commitment it actually is, and the additional optional teachings and bonus classes we have, which a lot of people think that it's a lot of work, the appreciation game, but actually if you look at the basics, it's not that long, not that much. So the basics: appreciate for 68 seconds, 3 times a day. And you log your set point before and after, because if you don't do that, then you don't know what you're tracking. Then you're just appreciating, then you can just walk around the street whistling. So if you track it before and after, then you can see your appreciation going up, and you can see the changes in your life, and you know that that's because of the appreciating you've been doing. You watch 1 teleclass per week. We send the recording, so you don't have to be there live, as long as you watch it every week, because that's the kickoff for the teachings of the week. And you post in the group once a day. That's how we can see that you've been doing the work. And also the group energy is so amazing, so we really want people to be posting in there, because that's one of the huge added values. Doesn't mean you have to write a whole story. You can write 1 sentence: appreciating today was amazing, exclamation mark. That can be it. So optional are the additional teachings and assignments. These can be quite long, but we also sometimes divide them into, like, maybe only do this part and only do this part, only do this part. You choose, or you do nothing, or you save it and you go back later and you do it whenever you have time. And then we also do bonus classes once a week. These are also optional, but very fun. So maybe you want to be there, but if you can't be there, that's fine. So that's the low commitment. Anything to add?
And we want to stress that actually, if you just do the appreciation, that is actually the main point of the whole game. So some people, what we notice is that if you don't do the appreciation, you just do the optional assignments, you can get a bit lost. So right now, we really want to focus on, as long as you do the appreciation 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening, and you have a little notebook, or you do it on our app, or you do it on your notes in your phone. As long as you track how you feel before and how you feel after 68 seconds, you're going to receive the benefits. But the actual accountability is for you to post in a group, so that you can basically, so that we know that you're doing the appreciation, because otherwise we don't know it. And of course, every week we have a teleclass, which will expand your awareness of why appreciation is so important and how it will shift you. The optional assignments are literally just for the diehards. We have a lot of very diehard, like, geeky people in our communities that want to study, and they actually complain if we don't give them the optional assignments. So, you know, and we don't mind giving them optional assignments. But for those of you who are going to have not a lot of time commitment that you can give, you don't have to do it. Yeah, so for that to be clear.
Yeah. And it's already really beneficial without the optional assignments, because appreciating is so powerful. So appreciation in the receptive mode: the results that you'll experience, your resistance will dissolve, you'll hear blocks of thoughts that source offers, we call them downloads. You hear guidance from your inner being, who you truly are. So when you're appreciative, you become who you truly are. All the walls that keep you from who you really are start dissolving. You're following and trusting the impulse that comes in the receptive mode. So you're in the receptive mode, but you're also taking action on the downloads that you are getting, and the inner being whispering what you're meant to be doing now. And this is all leading you to experience the happy journey towards manifestation. So all of these in a row, if all of this happens, then it's so much easier and inevitable that manifestations will start to happen.
And we have a webinar that actually explains why you need to appreciate, and why the appreciation will break your habits of 7 toxic ways of thinking and being. And because when you're in the 7 toxic habits of thinking and being, you're always in the program. And when you run your whole life in the programs, you're just going to get the results that you've been experiencing for so many duration, you know, as long as you can remember, right? And imagine that you've been like thinking it's a new book, it's a new method, it's a new meditation, it's a new healing method. You've been doing a lot of work on yourself, but actually, could it be that simple that actually you need to just change the toxic ways of thinking? Because a lot of us rely on our mind, but actually, what if our mind is not the answer? What if the structure of our thinking needs to be completely rebooted and shifted, right? And that is what we're really showing with the appreciation game.
Yeah. So in the appreciation game, you get accountability. So that's what we said. Appreciate 3 times a day, post in the group. That's accountability. It doesn't have to take that long. 68 seconds, 3 times a day. It's not that high of a commitment. Actually, pretty low if you think about it. So the daily teachings and the bonus classes are optional. The weekly telecast is also obligatory, except you can watch it in your own time. But you want to know what we're going to be reviewing that week. And posting once a day is just so powerful for the group entanglement. People will start posting on your comments, even if you post, I appreciate it today, exclamation mark, people are gonna be like, oh my God, amazing. And then you're like so inclined to post more. Also the Mighty Networks is an app, so you have it with you wherever. I mean, we all have cell phones, so you can just post from wherever you are. So it's not a big deal. You don't have to go home on your computer and turn it on. It's just right there. So yeah.
The benefit of doing it in a group is that you're going to be entangled with a group of very high vibration people that are shifting towards a higher level of awareness of of their true power. And what we've seen in the other groups is that when you have a very cohesive group that is working towards heart and brain coherence and alignment, that the whole group starts to resonate with it, because the highest energy always wins. And this is why we are striving towards very committed people that are going to do the work, even if they are doing other things in their work, because a lot of people use, I have to work this in my business, I have to do this in my life. You know, how is that keeping you away from really, you know, living the life that you want? I really think that even if you have a busy life, even if you're doing, you know, you run, I don't know how many businesses, or you have so many children, the more you do that, the more you actually need the appreciation game, because it's actually so easy to do, to go into toxic ways of thinking and to go into victimhood and blame and overwhelm. But actually in the appreciation game, we're showing you that as long as you appreciate 3 times a day, and actually it would be better if you do it 24/7, you're really starting to cultivate that muscle of training your mind to appreciate, rather than go into default modes of programming of, like, you know, feeling overwhelmed, feeling that you're a victim, feeling that other people are doing things to you. When you start doing that day by day by day, and you have the accountability, you see other people getting results, you're just going to shift to a higher level. And it could happen in 28 days, but definitely in 3 months. And for those playing the 6 months, they can't even recognize themselves. So
yeah, the pricing, you can pay per month, which is always, of course, a bit more expensive. And we have special deals for 3 months and 6 months. Abrahamic says that you can experience a huge shift in 1 month, but a massive, like, life-changing, nobody will recognize you shift in 6 months. So yeah, it's a way lower investment. I also want to add that we have payment plans now for the 3 and 6 months. For people who are interested in that, just email us or send us a message on any way you can find us, and we'll give you some more details about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so if you sign up before the game starts on Thursday night, 9 p.m., you also get the book club for free, the book and movie club. We're actually going to watch a lot of videos that we're going to dissect, a lot of manifestation videos. But also there's absolutely no risk, because we believe, you know, if you're committed, you play with us for 14 days, but it's really not your thing, because maybe it's not the format for you that you enjoy, we will give you money back, no questions asked, because we want everybody to be super happy and to be super aligned with our mission and with the mission of the other players. So that's it.
We also have a webinar where we go deep into the research of appreciation, why it's so powerful, all this stuff. That's over an hour long. So we want to keep this one short for the people who have questions about commitment. But if you're curious to find out more, then head over to that webinar. We'll link through to it so that you can learn more if you're curious about, like, all the in-depth information about appreciation.
We look forward to seeing you in one of our interviews, one of our webinars, or in one of our games.
Yeah, thank you. Lots of love. We appreciate you.
Yeah, lots of love. Bye.